So Katie has a sticker on her computer, which is like a figure of a woman, like a torso and a head of a woman yelling, who looks weirdly like her mother to me.
How do you know what her mother looks like?
I've seen pictures of your mother.
Oh, it looks like my mother.
Your mother.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
I think it's because of the short haircut.
I think so, yeah. And she's saying, when I close my eyes, I see you for what you truly are, which is ugly. We're done.
So that is a quote and what Amanda Bynes looked like in She's the Man. This is from She's the Man.
Oh, all right.
Tawny made it.
I was about to say this has to be Tawny.
Shout out Tawny.
And now I'm seeing the She's the Man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mom looks like a man.
I don't know why I thought it was your mom. Something about the hair and the blue. I don't know why.
Let me look again. Yeah. It kind of looks like my mom.
Okay.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
So, I'm angry today about our subject that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're finally talking about the Turkish Rug Pull episode of Dating Detectives.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that we waited because, as I was saying off mic, I have a friend who I don't know what to call it, started dating a guy, met a guy.
Yeah.
And I want to make comparisons.
Okay.
So my friend, our friend, whatever.
Yeah.
She went on Tinder. I guess her friend helped her make a Tinder profile last weekend. And they had mimosas. And so she was just going on Super Bowl Sunday to find someone for the night.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess they met at a bar and watched the Super Bowl and then went home together. And then she took Monday off to just hang out with him all day. But she had already been planning to take Monday off.
Yeah.
I took Monday off because I have a cold. I had a cold.
Yeah.
And so I texted her during the day thinking like, well, we could get together, you know, because I'm
since
home
you're
and
both
you're home.
off.
And then she texted me and she was like, oh, I've been with this guy all day.
Okay.
And so then she came over to my house later. He dropped her off, but then he was going to come back and pick her up and take her to dinner. And she was so excited. She was like, oh my God, everything is so great about him.
Yeah.
One of the best things, he has tattoos on his fingers. How stupid is that?
That's one of the best things?
She was...
Because when I was growing up...
My friend is crazy. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
When I was growing up, like always in the movies, if you saw like... It was always like the dangerous motorcycle guy who was rolling into town to kill someone.
Yeah.
And it would be like love and then hate would be like across his fingers.
And you'd see it as they revved up their motorcycle.
Exactly. I think I'm thinking of Raising Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not... It doesn't inspire confidence. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I feel like... If you have like a neck tattoo that is creeping up into your face,
there's just certain parts of your body where it's kind of a red flag.
Yeah,
and
I don't even mind
for me.
Yeah, I don't even mind a neck tattoo nowadays. Like it took me a while to come around, but just keep it off your face. Keep it off your face and your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your hands get old looking.
Well, they get old looking, and also it's just like
wrinkly.
Well, it's wrinkly, and I think it like really hurts.
I'm sure.
There's not enough skin above the bone on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we should be admiring him for his commitment.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. But that's the coolest thing about him.
So she's gushing about him.
Yeah.
And then she's like, he's already like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, that's called love bombing.
That's yes.
I was like,
yes.
Okay. And I was trying not to rain on her parade. And she did say that she even said, well, we should just go on a couple of dates first.
Yeah.
You know?
But
then he was going to come back and pick her up and take her to dinner. And then she did not reveal to me until a couple of days later, he has a felony.
Oh.
And the felony's the worst one, right? That's the worst you can do.
Yeah. Felony. Well, yeah. Felony is the worst crime because it's like felony and misdemeanor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has he wanted to be honest and tell her
Well,
he has a felony.
Yeah.
I said, what did he do? Domestic violence. Okay. He told her this story that his girlfriend or wife or whoever it was stabbed him.
Okay.
And then he pushed her.
Mm-hmm.
And he was charged with domestic violence. I said, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, he was not the one at fault if all he did was push her. He's lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to find the court records.
Good.
Right?
Good. It really sounds fishy. I'm like, you got stabbed and you were the one blamed? That's very unusual.
Okay. So over the course of the evening, I and her other friend, who turned out to be very good at research.
Oh, good.
She found him before me.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know his last name. We thought it was one thing, and that was from Instagram. So I don't know if he's lying about his last name.
Okay.
And so another red flag, if you ask me.
Well, I can see he might have changed his name after the charges.
Yeah, because he ran away.
Oh, what?
He escaped.
Continue. I am not interrupting. You tell me everything.
So he's like on the run from Texas. I'm like, this is another red flag.
Yeah. He's a fugitive wife beater.
I
don't care how sweet he is.
Okay, so we finally find him. We find his mug shots. And I realize, oh no, he's got tattoos all over.
Okay.
This is a guy, I think, that's been in and out of prison.
Yeah, well,
what
was the quality of the tattoos, though?
Oh, they were good.
Oh,
they weren't like light or like with a pen or whatever people do in prison.
Well, yeah, and also I bet there are some prison tattoo artists that are very skilled. And it's a great skill to have when you get out of prison. Good for them.
Yeah. That is a good skill.
Yeah. We
have already talked about how things can like get on your record and then prevent you from getting jobs.
Yeah.
Oink, oink. It sounds like that's been no problem for this guy.
Okay.
He's a geologist.
Oh.
So that made him sound kind of smart. Anyways, we find the court records. I couldn't get like the complaint or like the stuff that had all the details because I would have had to register and then send for them and whatever.
I feel like it also like domestic violence would be sealed. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think. Yeah,
well,
in those cases.
Isn't that nice for them?
Don't you
Those
want the
fucking
victim to
wife
be protected?
beaters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's for the victim. Okay, got
yeah.
it. Okay.
When you were like, isn't that nice for them? I'm like, yeah, the victim should have something nice happen.
Okay, so we find he's got 3 different like court cases.
Okay.
And her friend found more, was better at it. He's got 4 DUIs.
Okay.
And then he went to court a couple of times, it seems like, for this one instance or multiple instances.
Yeah.
Within a few years of domestic violence.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, case closed, we're done with him.
Yeah.
She's not. Because he was different. He was different than any guy she's been dating lately. And I realized it's because he had a lot of kind of like vulnerable stories. What you see a lot on dating apps when you're trying to date. Guys who are puffing up and trying to look cool.
Yeah.
And not really being themselves or showing you anything about themselves. It's really hard to get to know anyone or to establish any kind of romantic relationship at all I don't know how many dates you have to go on before they start to open up more. So basically he opened up right away.
Yeah.
That's love bombing.
Yep. Yeah.
That's love bombing. The stuff he was saying to her was love bombing, and I'm pointing this out to her, and she's like, but I like him more than I've liked anyone else. And I said,
yeah, that's the point.
That's love bombing.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so, to me, because like we find out he is a felon, I'm like, this is a scam.
Yeah.
This is how you get people to do what you want them to do or whatever, fall in love with you, provide whatever it is that they need from you, whether it's attention or sex or maybe a place to live while you're on the run. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, and you know this person far better than I do.
Yeah.
And it seems like, and this is just speculation about what this man's motivations might be. We don't know.
Okay.
But do you think that this person, your friend,
my friend,
your friend is particularly vulnerable to like a redemption arc that this guy seems to be. Okay, yeah, because he seems to be
tapping into
like that. That's the thing about predators, which we're going to talk about today, because this is actually very apropos. It's like they really they just have this gift for figuring out what your button is, and everybody's got their buttons and their blind spots. Yeah,
because she's going on and on to me about how he didn't know what her job was.
Yeah.
Well, she works with mental health patients, and a lot of them are veterans. Yeah. And he's a veteran.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I mean, it starts to explain, like, maybe why he acts out. You know, maybe he's got trauma.
Well, I wanted to be like, give him like maybe a little bit of like a benefit of the doubt, being that like, I know like DV is never excusable. Right. But you also said he had the DUI. So I'm like, maybe he just had like some serious drug and alcohol problems. He wasn't totally himself. I'm not saying he doesn't need, to ask for forgiveness.
This came up with my friend too. Yeah. You know, is he in his redemption arc?
Yeah.
Can we give him a chance?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Because of the love bombing. It's like the love bombing in the way that you get attached to someone when you're having sex with them. I can't think clearly. If I already know that you have this in your past, I'm kind of like, yeah, well, I'm still going to fall in love with you, and then I'm going to pay the price later when I realize what I've done.
Yeah, because all that oxytocin is flowing. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think this is very appropriate.
Oh, she was like, it's meant to be because he's a veteran and he's working on his mental health issues, and that's what I work in. And I was like, that should exactly be the reason for you not to get with him, though.
Yeah, do you want to be mommy nurse in this relationship?
I was like, yeah, are you attracted to some of your patients? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, this is the goddamn same. Yeah. If you ask me. I'm sorry.
Is it because this is the place that she's comfortable in? I could talk about this all day.
Maybe.
And it's just, who knows? But that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So moving into this episode of Dating Detectives, I'll just give you a little backstory for the listeners. There's this woman, and her name is Lena. Fake name.
Yep.
P.S. I found her online.
You did?
Sorry, I'm not going to dox her, but
No.
I did find her, so I know that that's not her real name.
All right.
She just turned 50.
Yeah.
50 years old.
50. And feeling great. And she is feeling great.
Yeah.
I guess she lost some weight. Yeah. She's going on a birthday trip to Turkey.
And she loves to point out how much she loves to travel.
She's an international traveler. She's very cosmopolitan and sophisticated. If you hear her say it.
I'm sorry, I could tell by looking at your body language that you're like, she's not.
No, she's not at all.
Well, she purports to be a mental health therapist.
She says she's been a mental health therapist
for 30
years in a hospital.
She started when she was 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, I call a little bit of bullshit because you graduate from college when you're 22.
Yeah.
And then you do usually go get a master's degree at least.
Yeah. Any therapist I know one woman who was like a social worker therapist. We've talked about her before, my friend. And she went, she in her master's degree after college is when she got you do an externship for the second year.
And that's when you start.
So it's like I don't know if in an undergrad situation, which she would have been, that you're actually starting.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It seems very young.
It's indicative of her personality, I think, because she also talks herself up a lot.
Oh, she has, to hear her say it.
And she says it, too.
She has very high self-esteem.
Very high. And she's like, I love bombing because I believe I deserve it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, do you hear yourself? Oh. You're on a podcast talking about how you fell for something and you're still kind of talking about it like you'd do it again.
I have some theories that she actually has extraordinarily low self-esteem.
Me
and this
too.
is all an exercise in denial and redirection.
Yes.
But we'll talk about that.
Well, okay. So we gave kind of a backstory about her. She's in mental health. What do you think about the incidence of people with kind of severe mental health problems for themselves becoming therapists? I think it's a trope on TV
Yeah.
So I then think that it's like true in life too. There's this movie out right now called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
And Rose Byrne is the...
she's very
she's
good.
Great.
She's wonderful.
She's the main character, and she's winning a bunch of awards for it, so I watched it. She plays a mental health therapist, and when she goes home at night, like she's has a problem where like her roof caved in at her apartment, so she's living at a hotel with her daughter.
Yeah.
And so it is kind of like she's just scrounging around for like alcohol and weed and whatever she can find to escape.
Just to get oblivion. She just needs a little oblivion. Yeah,
and I'm like, cheers, lady.
I know. I'm with you.
Me too. And I'm like, I love... In this instance, in this movie, I love the idea of someone in mental health who would normally chastise me for drinking.
Yeah.
Just also being a drinker, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it is like these people who get into this field, it's because it's interesting to them because they are...
Yeah. Well, every psychology major I've ever talked to, they're like during your first year of whatever study, like if you're majoring it in your undergrad or whatever, they're always like, yeah, you're just constantly diagnosing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, eventually you get out of that, but it is like a stage you kind of go through.
Yeah.
You know?
But so I think that this woman is one of those people.
Yeah.
That...
Yeah.
And she has low self-esteem, and she's decided if she just says that she doesn't...
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, there's also with Lena.
Yeah.
There is very much like what I noticed, like a woo-woo side.
Yes.
To her.
This is a sign. This is a sign I'm in Turkey.
Can you put in this clip?
Yeah.
When she's talking. Okay. So she starts talking about like after she meets like the heart-stoppingly gorgeous Turkish man.
Yes, because first she meets the uncle.
The uncle in the shop.
And he keeps supposedly being like, do you like this nephew of mine? Well, you can't have him. He's married.
Which is interesting.
Which he does twice.
Yeah.
And then he gets to a third one. And I guess he's the hottest and he's single and he comes in right away and starts charming her immediately.
And there's like obviously like a nimbus on his head. He is so gorgeous and sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like an angel from heaven. And
she's saying
what I wanted to say first is when the uncle, like she's getting along famously with the uncle because
teasing him and stuff.
Yeah, because they're just roasting each other, and that's the kind of person I like. And we're just talking, and he's not used to a woman being like this, and he seems delighted. I'm like, okay, whatever, girl. But
meanwhile, the hosts of the podcast are like, I love you.
It's so great.
That's
You're
awesome.
wonderful.
We love it.
Yeah. Because they're all the same person.
Both
or at least Mackenzie and Lena are very much the same person.
Yes,
which is disturbing. But what happens is he they start talking, they're having a good time, and I guess this is like, according to Lena, this is sort of a Turkish thing. Like when you go into a shop, you have tea, you talk, you're friendly.
Yeah.
It's very much a different experience.
You become friends on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She says that about someone else later on.
Yeah. So eventually, like, they get so close in this hour that they're talking, he starts introducing her to his nephews that work in the shop. And so he introduces her to the first nephew. He's like, he's married, you can't have him. And then the second nephew, also married, you can't have him. But then the third nephew, the gorgeous nephew, like
Emil.
A
meal.
He's a meal. He's a meal.
He's a meal.
Wow. Num, 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 num.
Give me a napkin. Give me a knife and fork. I'm ready for a meal.
Exactly. But I think, like, depending on like how sophisticated this scam is, and actually I'm sure it's very sophisticated, but I feel like they're priming her to be like, here's like my kind of handsome nephew. You can't have him, he's married.
So we go downstairs and I'm looking at pashminas, and he points to a couple of guys downstairs and he says, see that guy in the corner? That's my nephew. And he totally looks like they could be related. And he says, do you think he's handsome? I said, yeah, sure. And he goes, well, he's married. You can't have him. I'm like,
okay.
I don't want him. Come on. Like, I'm not here to fall in love. I'm here to go to the palace. What the fuck, And I said as much. And again, the roasting is continuing, right? And then he says, see this other guy? Also my nephew. He's also married. You can't have him. And we're just, being silly. And then he pulls out his phone and he shows me a picture and he says, do you like this one? And I said, I like this pashmina. Like, what the hell? And this guy on the phone is stupid good looking. I mean, like, I was just, ooh, Lord. He says, this is my other nephew and he's available. And I'm like, I said, are you his pimp? Like, what the fuck?
Literally, he went from selling rugs to selling his nephews.
So he goes, oh, don't be crass. I'm just telling you. I said, well, I'm here for the mosque. How much is this pashmina? Like, I'm trying to get us back on track because it's my last day. I'm not into this. And then he yells out his name. He's like, Emil, come meet Lena. She's hilarious. So I'm getting a little on my heels. And then this man, this Turkish god of a man comes around the corner and I was done. Like, I don't know. I've never seen a man look like this. It was a lot. Like like
sexy?
Yes. Just
okay.
Y'all imagine.
Yeah, I get it. Tall, dark, and handsome, probably.
For real. Yeah.
And did he have like a charisma too?
Oh, so much riz. I mean, I was sunk. I was done for. And I'm not really that twittipated. Like, I'm pretty logical, but I was done. And then Kamal is like, Emil, it's Lena's birthday today. And he was like, well, I won't ask you how old you are because you're timeless. I mean, I was like,
oh my God.
For real. And I mean, normally I would roll my eyes, but you did not see this man. It was crazy. I was like, stupefied.
Yeah.
Here's my increasingly handsome nephew. You can't have him as married. Here's the most handsome one, and he wants you. I just feel like it's a.
Is it like Goldilocks?
Maybe it's like a staging. It's like a staging. It's.
But why do you think that works better than just being like straight to the hot nephew that wants you?
Because.
Yeah.
I do
maybe
feel like
it's like grooming for some reason.
I feel like it's
just
a
psychological and there's no rhyme or reason to why it works, but it does.
Yeah. It felt purposeful to me.
Yes.
That's
yes,
all.
Of course. I'm sure he does this with every person.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like got it down to a science. Predators. Boom. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to talk about how it seemed to be like staged. But in that way. She's talking about basically, how she got on like a house on fire with a unk.
Yeah.
And like this whole trajectory of how she like starts getting her pussy wet. Yeah. She's just juicing all over the place in this Turkish shop. She's like, but I just wanted a pashmina.
Yeah. And that he's like, well, why don't you want a Turkish rug? And she's like, I don't need a rug.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie and Hannah, the hosts, are like, So
they love it when she's like sassy and like girl bossing and yes queening, and this is the fucking problem. Yeah.
So I don't remember the order of things because they say, oh, this is my nephew. And he starts flirting with her and asks her out to dinner. And then I think it's at the dinner that he proposes why don't you become in cahoots with us where we'll ship you some rugs.
Yeah.
And you're doing us a favor because of tariffs. And we'll give you $10,000.
$10,000, which seems like
not enough.
If I were to commit a crime internationally,
Yeah.
I'd want at least $25,000. That's my bottom.
And then she goes on and on about how she'd love to be in this long distance relationship with him because she likes her space at home and she loves to travel. So maybe we'll just meet up sometimes around the world and I'm going to get $10,000.
She really projects this fantasy outward very quickly in her mind. I'm like, you just met this guy and had a dinner and he basically proposed a business deal, a criminal
but then
business
he
deal.
took her
you.
to a 5-star hotel and probably fucked her brains
out.
She doesn't go into that, but we know.
She's like, we had a romantic evening. Yeah. I was like, you did anal. I know you did.
Why? Oh my God.
I just wanted to say anal.
No.
Yeah.
I recorded a clip. That is a red flag for her for like what's to come in the story.
Okay.
That I want to play.
Yeah.
And it ties in with this anal that you just brought up. I don't know if we're there yet. So.
Okay, well, when we get there, we'll get back to the anal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she agrees. Yeah, we'll work together and I'll get $10,000.
Yeah.
And then they wake up the next morning and she's supposed to be getting ready for her flight.
Yeah.
God, she meanders and stays on the most unimportant parts of the story.
Yeah.
Maybe it's important, but she wants to really make a point that she's waking up and getting ready for her flight and he's staying asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, it's like she does like, that is like, it seems to her.
That's important?
No, that's just like a sort of a detail that she can give that like gives the story like a little more pop. But what's happening is, and what's happening throughout this entire process with these people is they are constantly making her emotionally like they're giving her this sense of urgency because he stays asleep and then an alarm goes off. He suddenly gets up and is like, we've got to go see Uncle.
Yeah.
So he's like getting her into this like sense of urgency.
To make the decision.
Yes. So that she isn't thinking. They're constantly trying to get her emotional. And like
That's
that I
what it
understand.
is.
That I
Okay.
understand. Like anybody can fall for that.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. So they go back to the rug shop. Emil disappears.
Yeah.
And I remember this part vividly where she's like, oh, then I can't find him, but then I have to talk to the uncle. And Mackenzie goes, I'm sorry, what? And that's one of her like catchphrases.
Yeah.
When something happens.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that woman.
I hate them all. I really like, I'm sorry, ladies. You guys are awful people and you deserve everything we say. I'm no holds barred because I am pissed.
So then Uncle finally tells her, okay, well, you have to give us $35,000.
Yeah.
And that's the beginning of this deal that we're making. And I'm sorry, what?
What?
Did I miss that part of the story? No, they never said it.
Yeah.
And then he gaslights her and says, yes, we did. Of course, Emil told you last night that was part of it. Like, how are we going to get the rugs to the United States?
I mean, here's the problem with culture is that you go out of your way to bend to culture so that you're not perceived as rude. And I love to learn about culture. I mean, I love it. But it also makes you a massive target to be empathetic to culture. You know?
Yeah.
It can be anything from learning, hey, when somebody offers you food, you never say no, even if you're just going to have a few bites, right? Could be something as like sweet as that.
Right.
All the way to, of course, we asked you for $35,000, you dumbass.
Duh.
Right?
That's normal. Duh.
Right. Now, if an American had said that to me, I'd say, get fucked, you gaslighter, narcissist pig. But when a Turkish businessman who says you're like family says that, you think, have I offended this man without knowing it?
Were you scared at all?
100%. And it gets worse. 100%.
Oh, God.
Because my flight's leaving. I don't know where my bags are.
Okay, her talking about culture.
Honestly, my first reaction was like, you colonialist bitch.
Yes.
Only because later on, it really does become an issue.
Yeah.
In terms of like her not and them not understanding the culture that they are acting, that she is acting within. We'll get to it.
Like her American culture?
No.
Or that the way that she understands their culture?
I'll just say now Grindr and using gay men as bait comes into it later. And that is my big issue with her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's beyond the pale and completely unforgivable. Anyway, but that's what I mean. Like, she just doesn't, like, all kinds of gay culture, Turkish culture. It's just like, she has no idea what's going on.
Well, I think this is the part where I started to be like, the way that she talks about how much she loves to travel, and later she uses these guys that she's friends with in Africa.
Yeah, whom she calls multiple times her homies.
Yes.
Which is just fucking dick curdling.
So is she kind of romanticizing these, like, or what would you call it?
It's just an extremely surface level interest in culture.
And she's a colonialist or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's what I keep saying. I don't know what the word is, if she's romanticizing their culture or she's just kind of like tokening. Is that it? Where she's like, this is my token black friend and these are my token Turkish guys?
I think, yeah, because tokening is actually really good because, and this is just speculation, I think she loves to tell stories about, I have all these like black friends in North Africa. They're my homies. And she thinks she's adorable. But that's as far as it goes.
And I think she thinks all these people from these other cultures find her amazing.
Completely delightful. She's an American. Everybody loves us.
Yeah. Oh, she's so annoying. And her fucking voice. The other part of the way that she tells stories is interesting to me because when I'm telling a story, I'll get to a part that's maybe like surprising or something. And I'll be like, oh my God, I know. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Anyway, then I went. And the way that she tells stories is, I don't know, it's so self-centered and like you want to hear every inner thought that I had.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a different tone and cadence than I tell stories. I don't know. There's something weird about it.
Well, she's constantly like Meghan Markle.
Oh.
Well, if you ever listen, okay,
We're going to do an episode.
We're going to do an episode on her. I'm fucking obsessed. But in the same way, she's constantly looking for opportunities to praise herself.
Yes.
And that is where the story always goes off the rails.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
But this is why I think there is a certain kind of, a certain denial in her like expression of this story, because she says outright, like, being treated like I'm dumb or not smart is one of my like core wound and a big trigger for her.
Which, instead of making her have a red flag and be like, fuck you, like she was earlier to him, it makes her comply and give him like a down payment from her credit card.
From her 401k. Which I'm like, is the dumbest decision.
I think it's like she did a credit card upfront money and then wrote a promissory note that she was going to go home and take out of her 401k for $35K.
I'm like, the tax implications of that, eventually you've eaten up that $10K you're going to make. And now you're left with a $35,000 hole in your fucking 401k, you goddamn idiot.
Well, and she is constantly like bragging about how she's not rich because she travels so much. But like that really means that she is rich because she has all this money to spend traveling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. And she's like, she does say, she's like, it's $35K. I don't mind the money, but I was emotionally misled.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm mad about.
And I can't believe Emil didn't really love me. Yeah. He didn't really love me. And, you know, even though I'm not as good looking as him, I bring other things to the table, like my sense of humor.
She's like, I'm funny.
Yeah. What else was it?
I'm well traveled.
There's a lot of judgment from people who are not 50 who are like, how could you not see it? And so when I describe this and I'm like, this man was like a god in his physical looks. I'm not that same level, but also I bring other things to balance it out, right? Like, I'm funny and I'm well-traveled.
You might be well-traveled, but you are certainly not funny.
No, you're not funny.
You're as funny as anybody who says they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also like, I'm sorry, you can find hot people who are funny.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We know lots of them.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and it makes me mad every time. I'm like, you don't deserve all these gifts. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, sweet, beautiful man.
But Nathan, you are those things too.
Oh, lies.
Me and Emily used to talk about how you look like you should be on a sitcom.
Aw, thanks. As the wacky neighbor.
No.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyways, so continuing the story. Apparently she goes through with all of this. Sends him the money. She's back home in the States. Emil was really good at texting her and staying in communication every day.
But then eventually
he gets a cold.
And the communication starts to drop off, and she gets mad because she's so fucking entitled.
She is.
I'm like, she's like chastising him for his like lack of communication skills.
Yeah.
But she does say like, oh, just tell me if you're not interested anymore. I just want to know. I mean, she says that now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? It's called context clues. You should take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, she went on and on at the beginning of the story about how she was totally fine to be in this long distance relationship that wouldn't be too serious.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, but you expect to talk every day?
Well, also, like I said, she set up this whole fantasy of how this was going to go, and it's not going her way. And so now she's pissed and blaming him.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that makes for stories like this, we like to see when they catch on and get pissed instead of just accepting this. But she is entitled and it is annoying.
Yeah, she hasn't, in my opinion, she doesn't earn any of her anger.
Yeah. Well, also the way that the scam goes down does seem really obvious. And maybe it's because now it's all in retrospect and it's the way that the story is coming together. But
yeah.
What really confused me is the rugs come in the mail or whatever, and she finally opens them, I guess. And she said they're rugs from IKEA. They're not silk Turkish nice rugs.
Yeah.
So at this point, the rugs have arrived, and I'm starting to doubt. I know it's a small thing, but I'm like, as a therapist, I'm just doubting all of this now. Why are you so strange about the cold? So I tear into the rugs, and I'm expecting to find these extremely expensive silk rugs. And these rugs look like they're from IKEA. And they smell
IKEA?
And they smell like cigarette smoke.
No.
Mm-hmm. And then I open up the paperwork that I filled out in the store, right before my flight when it was all fast. And I never opened it, never had a reason to. Okay. So I signed this quick piece of paper, like, saying I'm going to wire this money later. And he folds it up, puts it in an envelope. I never opened it again. Okay. I open up that piece of paper. There's no store name on the paper.
And then she continues to talk to the nephew and the uncle. I'm like, they just sent you IKEA rugs. Well, why wasn't the scam over then? Also, why did they even send any rugs?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
that's where I start to be like, is she lying? But then because of how the story goes, it's like, I guess we know she's not lying, or the people making this podcast really do suck at fact checking.
Yeah, but no, you would think, you're right. And I didn't even think of this. You would take the money and run, completely block
you
her,
would
cut
stop
off all
talking
contact.
to her.
Yeah, and just like, and not send anything, and just like, now you don't know
now
where
you're
we
done.
are.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why send IKEA rugs? Continue to talk to her. Maybe under the guise that she'll give you another $35,000.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
But
maybe they could string
why
her along.
Send the IKEA rugs?
Yeah.
Isn't that a clue?
Yeah. Well, I mean, also criminals are lazy and they think everyone is stupid. So,
well, maybe they thought she wouldn't. Okay, I don't know why they even sent anything.
Yeah.
But maybe they thought she wouldn't open them, and
maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
It
becomes unclear why they continue to talk to her.
Yeah.
And so I think then he's sick with a cold, and then she's complaining to both of them about how she's not really a priority in Emil's life.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
I don't know. I think this is like, I forget
like,
honestly how the worm turns.
At some point she realizes it's a scam.
Yeah.
She finds a Facebook group of people who've been scammed by the same people.
Yeah. The thing is, Unc has a tendency when it's just them
to
be very despite their original wonderful roasty relationship, he tends when she pushes back in a way that he doesn't like, he gets dark. I would say.
In what way? I can't.
He's according to her, he gets like this sort of attitude. It's like, you as a woman should not talk to me that way.
Yeah.
He just gets very high dudgeon and probably like a little bit angry and ragey seeming. Which is why I would have been like more at the point where that happens, when they're actually still in Turkey and she's in the rug shop and she's alone with him.
Yeah.
That would have been like, I'm out.
Me too.
I would have been like,
I have a flight to catch.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I don't have to give you $35,000 when you didn't ever tell me that was going to be part of it.
Yeah, but instead she meekly says, I guess I can get it from my 401k.
Yeah.
I mean, just compounding foolish decisions. And I know anybody can fall for this shit. And
and I guess she's dickmatized. We have to we have to factor that in.
She's full of cum. And that's making her brain weird.
I can attest.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening to my girlfriend, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so then when she starts to get mad, she decides that this is what she's going to say to Unc, okay?
Because you pimp out your nephew all the time. But let me tell you, he's got to work on his A game, because that really felt like gay sex to me. And now he's just come undone. He's come undone. Don't you dare. And I was like, hey, listen, you tell me where I'm wrong. Okay. You want to talk? Let's talk. Where am I wrong? Getting some real serious gay vibes off him.
What does that even mean?
Anal.
Oh, there you go.
Like you said, they did anal.
Boom. You're right. I didn't even think of it.
No, I don't think that they did. I think that she...
I'm choosing to think that they did.
Maybe that is how she got the idea, and not from the more dark way.
Yeah.
Where she thinks that this is the biggest insult you can give a man.
Yeah.
And exactly. I don't think it makes any fucking sense to say, your nephew, it felt like he was having gay sex with me.
Yeah.
I would be like, girl,
yeah,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
You can say, I think he's actually gay and he couldn't please me or something like that.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't say that, because it is very homophobic and mean.
And the thing is, it's like, okay, here's what I understand.
Okay.
I understand, like, you want to throw the kitchen sink at this guy because you're pissed. Yeah, but you know what? I'm judging you by not your feelings, but your actions, how you act on those feelings.
Yeah.
And if that is something that comes to you, that is you.
Yeah.
That is who you are. That is what you do. So you're a homophobic bitch.
And I can see where she thinks, and I don't know what the culture in Turkey is like, if they're homophobic or if they're accepting or if everyone's different.
Very homophobic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah. I was going to look up, like, what are the laws against homosexuality in Turkey? I didn't get to it, but maybe we'll need to later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to think of the most insulting thing that they would think she could say.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is kind of funny to just keep making them have to deal with gay stuff, I guess.
I just thought of something else she could have done.
What?
Drew a picture of Allah and showed it to him on the video.
What if she drew a picture and she was like, she just wrote above it, gay. Yeah. I think they would be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be offended? Like, what? Anyways.
So definitely need to work on your A game. I mean, I can talk to you about it, or I can talk to Emil about it, but yeah.
The scam has a craft.
Oh, yeah. And so, with a narcissist, image is everything.
100%. Yep.
And he is like taking this bait. He's like, don't you dare. But to this day, I'm like, why did you even talk to me? Like, you've got my money. You should have just hung up on me and blocked me and whatever. But like, I think that, I guess maybe they just want to keep a good reputation so they can find more victims. I don't know. But,
or maybe there was more to the scam. Once there's a way to keep it going, maybe.
Yeah,
they
maybe.
think they can get more out of you?
I don't know. But so Emil starts calling me and he's like, you're really disrespecting Uncle, and I want to be with you, and we're coming right after Christmas, and you're going to ruin everything. And Uncle. I was like, your gay sex kind of ruined everything. Like, I'm just going hard on him.
And are you at this point like, I know I'm not getting this money back, and that's why I can kind of say whatever the fuck?
She knew.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just decided, like, if there's a chance, I'm going to just go hard on it, because the depression has lifted. I just spent 7 days in the most dark, shameful, atrocious place.
Okay, first of all, Mackenzie has to stop expressing herself like she's fucking Flipper, because she sounds like a dolphin.
I hate her.
She's like, that is the sound a dolphin makes, Mackenzie.
Well, I'm just, like I said on our last episode about her, I think, like, that's how she gets attention, is like being this dumb, blonde, annoying.
Yeah,
it works for her.
It's how she like inserts herself.
But I also I liked the part where Hannah interrupted and was like, "Are you acting like this because you're angry at this point?"
Oh, okay. So she's trying to like throw her a bone to be like, "You look really bad right now."
While Mackenzie's like, "I love it."
No, here's the thing.
I love how gay, homophobic you are.
This is particularly rich. The fact that they just let it go with nary a comment.
Yeah.
And we'll get to this during the apology, because it's just ridiculous.
So she goes on to make a Grindr profile for them. Mm-hmm. And she says that there's an option on Grindr where you don't even chat. You just say you're ready for it now.
Yeah.
And I guess sends gay guys there. And all she knows is that it makes them mad and they start calling her and cursing her out. Mm-hmm. But this does have the potential to make them mad at the guy who's showing up and be violent, right?
Not only that, but I'm also assuming in Turkey, maybe I'm wrong, we'll look it up, that like just being exposed as a homosexual leaves you at least like some kind of punishment governmentally will happen because of that.
Well, like they could call the authorities.
Exactly.
Or something.
Or they could blackmail them.
Oh, yeah, they're scammers.
You are exactly. So you are putting innocent gay men who you don't even know in danger to people who you know are fucking criminals.
And you accused of being in the mafia.
Yeah. Like
that's crazy.
And it's just impossible to me that
they don't think about that.
There is a way to discuss it. There is a way to address it without making Lena want to leave.
Uh-huh.
And they don't. It doesn't even cross their mind.
Said?
I would have been like when Hannah was trying to throw a bone. I would have done the same thing. It's like, okay, so this comes from anger, and you realize that this is like a very risky proposition. I give her a chance to like explain, apologize, and say I wasn't in my right mind.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, this woman has a real problem with vulnerability.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
She can't. She doesn't do it.
No, she doesn't do it.
No.
I mean, she will say,
story.
I was spiraling into shame and drinking whiskey again. But there's no like...
No, that's manipulation.
It's manipulation, and there's no undertone of any like meaning under it.
No.
It's like there's no emotion there when she talks about that.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Do you want to look up if...
Yeah, let me look up laws in Turkey.
Okay.
So in a website called outofoffice.com, I have no idea...
Yeah, the credibility or whatever.
The credibility, but it's well written.
Okay.
So this is an article called "The Law versus Reality: Gay Travel in Turkey," and I'll read a little of it. So it's actually really interesting and not what I thought at all.
Okay.
But Turkey presents one of the most complex paradoxes for LGBTQ plus travelers anywhere in the world. While homosexuality has been legal since 1858, making Turkey one of the earliest countries to decriminalize same-sex relations, the nation now ranks 47th out of 49 European countries for LGBTQ plus equality, with only Russia and Azerbaijan scoring lower. That's bad. This striking disconnect between historical legal tolerance and contemporary social reality creates a challenging landscape for LGBTQ plus visitors to navigate. And so this is a little bit of the legal framework. The Ottoman Empire, it decriminalized, whatever. But Okay, so we talked about how it was decriminalized all the way back in 1858. However, this early progressive stance was never built upon. Turkey today provides no constitutional protections for sexual orientation or gender identity, no anti-discrimination laws, and no recognition of same-sex relationships. The Turkish civil code restricts marriage to heterosexual couples, leaving same-sex partners without inheritance rights, social security benefits, or family protections.
Okay.
So
they're not necessarily going to call the cops on these gay guys, but there's no law that says they can't discriminate.
Well, and it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of social stigma over being outed as gay.
Yeah.
That seems to be what this article is saying. And so, yeah, blackmail, I feel like, is totally possible.
That's true.
Like unpunished violence.
Yeah.
I'm sure is totally possible. I'm sure gay men in Turkey are the less dead as we know them.
Less dead?
You know the less dead?
No.
Oh, it's a term for like when a serial killer has a prostitute victim profile.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
the law enforcement doesn't really care.
Yeah, because they're the less dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to also point out that the hosts say, you're not going to like this next part. We don't condone this. Mm-hmm. It worked out okay in this scenario.
So
how do we know that?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We have no fucking idea.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
They wrote a comment back to someone criticizing them on Spotify and said, we fact-checked everything. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
You didn't.
Did you go underground, Miss P.I. Mackenzie, to the Turkish underground gay clubs and figure out what was going on? It's ridiculous on its face.
Really quick, I found that, how Lena goes on to say, well, I started telling my story on TikTok.
Yeah.
God, she talks up her TikTok so much.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to use TikTok. She just posts pictures.
Oh.
And then she writes a long caption about it, and she's like, my TikTok started going viral.
Well,
no, she has 60 followers. Oh. There's nothing viral about it.
Wait, so how many views does she have per picture text posting? Because that's what TikTok people want to do, is read.
She has a couple that are in the 40K. That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, TikTok, you expect it to be as high as it could possibly be.
Yeah, millions.
Yeah.
Let me see here. How do I get back to her? There she is. Okay, so her first TikTok, I think this is supposedly the very hot guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
He's not that great, right? He's fine, but the way that she talked him up.
Yeah.
I literally that's the digmatization.
Oh, maybe that is it. Yeah. And he's fine, whatever. Yeah, okay. So that's him. So
this TikTok has 35,000 views.
Okay.
And then there's 42 comments. They're just stupid comments. Someone was just Jesus loves you, praying for you. God bless you.
Yeah. I feel like those are bots.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because then someone says, what do you guys think of the new Stranger Things season?
Kind of the perfect response. It's what the fuck is this shit? Let's redirect to something we all want to talk about.
And actually, more than one person comments, I'm sorry, I can't donate. I'm just a student, but I'm commenting more than 9 words so this video gets to people. They wrote the same thing, 2 different accounts.
Oh.
Which makes me did she figure out how to
buy bot followers?
Yeah, or bot commenters?
Well, but you said she
weird.
only has 60 followers.
Also, here's her picture from that photo shoot. Okay.
Oh, the one with the...
That's what she decided she was going to do in Turkey because it was her birthday.
We didn't talk about that. That is first. That is the first indication of what this woman is. Mm-hmm. The fact that alone on her birthday, she hires a photographer to take her picture in various dresses in front of a beautiful mosque.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need another Chotsky to dust. So I'm going to
famous last word.
I'm going to book a really fun photo shoot day of my birthday and found this great photographer who has just a myriad of fun romantic dresses, and you can pick out the one you want, whatever color, whatever style, and meet him at sunrise in front of this mosque.
Everybody should do that kind of photo shoot just for a me moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've recently lost weight and I'm
good for you. That's always hard.
I'm feeling myself. And this mosque is just romance and history and love. And it's just incredible. So I booked this photo shoot. We meet at 5 a.m. It's just us and the pigeons and cobblestone. And it's just absolutely the best time. So later I get to my hotel. I change into my everyday clothes. And I am walking toward the mosque and I'm feeling really good. I've got my hair done extra nice. My makeup's extra special because I just did this photo shoot.
And I don't know. If I were that photographer, I'd be so embarrassed for her.
Well, here's the thing.
That's a gorgeous dress, though. That's amazing.
I reverse image search the internet for this dress.
Yeah.
So many other women have this picture.
Oh.
So this is like a business. I'm sure she saw a poster or something and she said, "Oh, I'm going to do that."
Oh, okay.
And that's actually the touristy thing to do there.
Oh, okay.
And they're all wearing this fucking dress.
Yeah, yeah. It's an amazing dress.
It's a big, ruffly red dress.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they get it. I think it just doesn't really matter if it fits.
Oh, yeah, because it's just so ruffly and fluffy. It's just
yeah.
And she's in a weird position, so obviously the bust isn't working for her.
Yeah. Also, this is what she looks like.
Yeah.
I know.
She's okay too. She's actually more good looking than he is, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's just an opinion.
Yeah. And then, so she just kind of shares pictures of them.
Uh-huh.
And stuff from the Facebook group. I found the Facebook group. The woman who started it does seem nuts.
Oh, Lily, quote unquote?
Yeah.
That's her name in this. Her fake name. Yeah.
And she has reposted the Dating Detectives episode more than once.
Oh, okay.
She just keeps posting it in the Facebook group. And I wrote a comment.
Uh-huh.
Let me just see if I've gotten a response. Yeah. Because I said, "Is this about this Facebook group?" And she said, "It absolutely is." And then I wrote, "So did you get any of your money back?" And I don't think she's responded.
She's like, "No, because I wasn't willing to throw gay men at them like so much human chattel." Seriously.
Ooh,
yeah.
Let me show you one of her posts.
Okay.
It seems that these guys are now flirting and having sex with both men and women.
Okay.
And then she shows a picture of two gay guys kissing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're at a gay pride parade. I'm like, are you trying to say this is them? Because it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's like, "Look, this is what gays do."
Exactly.
She's like, "Need I remind you?"
In case you didn't know what I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's a pic.
Yeah. Look how gross.
Yeah.
With their rainbows and their lips.
And so it was crazy the way that Lena got mad at her for not responding.
More entitlement.
She called her a cunt.
She really did.
And she said, "I first found her contact information. And so I called her, I emailed her, I Facebook messaged her.
Yeah.
And then I did it again the next day. I did all three again.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know who you're acting like.
And yeah? We'll talk about that.
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Come over to the Patreon to hear some gossip.
Yeah.
Of who this is like. And it just makes me feel like, I mean, it's the entitlement. I think that some people act like that when they're emotionally unstable.
Uh-huh.
But also sometimes people are spoiled brats.
Yeah.
And you don't know that because they pretend that they're not when really they are.
Yeah.
When actually all of this,
come
over to the Patreon. I'll explain what I'm saying. All of this hubbub and her trying to get a hold of the woman in charge of the Facebook group and the way, the entitlement. I was so blown away by that.
Yeah, and just the meanness and the pettiness about it. It's like, okay, so she doesn't get back to you for 4 days.
What are you going to do when she talks to you anyway?
So I immediately contact the administrator of this group because it's a private group and she's put out her email and her phone. And I text her, I Facebook Messenger, I called her, I emailed her, I sent a carrier pigeon. She did not respond to me. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, I'm out here dying. And then the next day, I did it all again. I sent a smoke signal. I texted her. I mean, nothing. Third day, I was like, oh my God, like I need to talk about this. I can't tell anybody but her. And she's not getting back to me? What a cunt.
The thing is, she was like, what a bitch, what a cunt. She's like, it's a stream of invective.
Yeah.
Against this woman.
Yeah.
Who like calls back and is like, oh, sorry. I was in
Antarctica.
And the Wi-Fi is spotty, which of course it is. So it's just like, she owes you nothing.
Nothing.
And that's...
And because Lena sent all these gay guys over there, that's why actually she, according to her story, gets her money back. And then I guess Uncle keeps calling her and saying, please take down all of your terrible Google reviews about us.
Because she promises that she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every day she says, oh, actually, in the United States, it's Christmas Eve today, so I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, bitch, that means tomorrow's Christmas. So then he calls on Christmas, and she says, it's Christmas, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then he calls the next day, and she says, it's Boxing Day, I'll do it tomorrow.
We don't even celebrate Boxing Day. What are we, Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so in the end, she doesn't remove anything from the internet, and she's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then the poor woman in charge of this Facebook group hasn't gotten any of her money back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even believe that this helped Lena get her money back.
If
I were those guys,
yeah,
I just would have blocked her and stopped talking to her. You know, and apparently they changed the name of their store all the time.
This can't be the first time they've been at this rodeo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Especially if they can keep the lines of communication open. I'm like, they got to know they're putting themselves at some kind of risk.
Yes.
You know, and maybe the risk reward of like, let's keep her on the hook and see if we can get more has proven to be.
Run its course.
Yes, exactly.
So where are we at now?
I don't know. It's just, she's fucking... the more we talk about her, the more I'm like, she's literally a horrible person. I can't even be like, oh, she's a narcissist. She's this, she's that. I don't care. She's a fucking cunt.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't use that word lightly. I will tell you that.
Should we get to the apology?
Let's get to the apology because there's a lot in there too that I have to talk about.
Okay, let's play the beginning of the apology.
So this is appended to the head of the next episode, correct?
Yeah, which is another one of those Mackenzie investigates.
Yeah, whatever.
And God, she loves to tell her stories of how she's a PI.
Yep.
And I do still think it's weird for her to tell these stories.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's weird and inappropriate, and it's just she's proving more and more who she is and what she is.
Well, it just makes me like the woman who is in charge of this podcast and put it all together. What is she thinking? Like, she doesn't... I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yes, we're going to do Mackenzie Undercover. We're going to start the episode because there was a lot of discussion around last week as well. And we want to have an extended Dogfish debrief based on that and what we should have talked about and also just some of what you guys have said. So if you're not interested in that, you can go to Mackenzie Undercover. But if you listened last week, let's get into it.
So it was a little controversial for a lot of people, which, first of all, I would like to, as always, I like to show our gratitude for your support of our show. But also, we got a lot of really good support and understanding from a lot of our listeners for Lena. And we really appreciate
Are you kidding me?
No, you always start with like how I'm tacitly saying everybody who criticized us was wrong because we got a lot of support. This is going swimmingly.
I don't know why like I said, the creator of this podcast didn't edit all of this out. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Mackenzie sucks.
Yeah. Literally. Well, okay. So when we're listening to the podcast, I can't tell the difference between their voices.
Oh.
So to me, it all feels like it's just Mackenzie, queening everything. And then Hannah's being like a little bit more low key. Like maybe she's like, I
think that's her personality too.
Yeah.
It's funny because Hannah is a comedian.
Oh, okay.
And she doesn't make like stupid, dumb jokes on the show like Mackenzie does.
I would never have guessed she was a comedian,
I know,
at least from this episode.
But I think when you actually pursue comedian as your job, well, usually, maybe not always, you're smart.
Yeah.
You know, take the time to like write jokes. I mean, Mackenzie would never. She can't.
Yeah.
She's just.
And if you're not smart, you steal jokes. And then there's a scandal 10 years later when you're super successful. That's the road.
Who are you referring to?
Like a lot. Amy Schumer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, Amy Schumer. And then who was the first one that Joe Rogan
stole?
No, Joe Rogan confronted on stage. What was his name? Mark Maron did a big interview. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go through some stuff and to have support and people say, listen, we understand. It's just that's really nice. So thank you for the positive support that we got. But we also got some people that, had a hard time with it.
Yeah, and I understand that. So we definitely want to talk to you and just level with you because this is kind of what I do love about our community, as hard as it can be, is that I want this to be a safe space for you to share mistakes you've made, horrible things that have happened in your life, lessons you've learned along the way. And also you can share that with us. You can share when we...
mistakes you've made?
Yeah.
Thought a lot about it. So I'm just going to jump in because I feel like there's a lot to discuss and a lot of nuance here. We do want to just start out and say, sorry. I'm so sorry. Our reactions to parts of that episode were careless and insensitive. And I feel like our empathy in the room didn't extend beyond Lena, our guest, to some of the innocent people affected by her reaction. And I know we made some of you feel less safe here. And we are so genuinely sorry for that.
I know I'm probably going to get something for this, but this whole idea of like safety, safe spaces. Okay. I understand it has like a certain amount of utility, but it's like also I have been taking care of my own safety. Since I was a boy.
Yeah, it's true.
You know
it's just a podcast.
Yeah, I don't need you to provide anything for me.
Yeah.
I don't need you to provide a safe space, all right? This isn't fucking breath work at a yoga studio. It's a fucking podcast. Anyway.
Well, moving on to after she does all of that posturing.
Yeah.
Can I please preface this by saying, you guys, we're 3 years into this podcast, and if you've listened to any other episode, you know that we want to show support for everybody. We think that everybody deserves a platform. Everybody deserves a safe place. We are advocates for anyone, no matter what you've experienced. We want to allow our guests to tell their story ethically. And that means for us sharing every part of their story as they recall it. And that includes some things that some of us don't like or are uncomfortable with. And that's why we have trigger warnings and things like that. And so I just want to remind you that when people need a platform, sometimes that includes everything, even they're not so good actions. So just keep that in mind. That's our way of letting them share their story.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're a podcast. And the thing is, when those things come up, part of the skill, I think, of an interview podcast is to broach those issues.
And bring them up and
push back and discuss them, because then you have a much richer conversation than you had with fucking Lena talking herself up and how great she is, and that's where it ends. Yes, that could have been actually something so interesting to listen to, especially since you both say you have queer people in your lives. Mackenzie has like 2 lesbian moms.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah.
I just remember them saying, oh, the person who creates this podcast is a lesbian.
Yeah.
And then Hannah goes, I'm bi.
Yeah.
And then
Mackenzie says she has like 2 gay moms.
Yeah. And thus,
yeah,
they could not be homophobic.
Yeah. Okay.
All of these people that you just mentioned are women too.
Yeah. The thing is, that whole thing shows their utter ignorance.
Yes.
Both of like culture in Turkey and how that intersects with the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
And the history of gay men in America being used as like political target practice because of the AIDS and HIV crisis. Like, I don't know how you can be like so embedded with queer culture and have no idea what we are coming out of and what could easily come back.
Well, don't you think just kind of like talking about how you're friends with some lesbians is totally different, because lesbians didn't deal with the AIDS crisis.
Well, I just want to be fair to lesbians. They were incredible advocates.
Oh, good.
They were by gay men's side the entire time, and we have to give them their due.
Sometimes that's not the case.
No.
I would point to the suffragette movement where the white women did not stand up for the black women.
Yeah.
And that breaks my heart. Anyways.
Yeah, no. But yeah, the lesbians were definitely like very actively involved. It was a community. So, and that's kind of the wonderful thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to give them their due. But that doesn't like, just because you're
for them to just like justify with that.
Yeah.
No.
It's like when my Aunt Kathy says something terribly racist, but she's like, I have black friends.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. It's just like, no.
They said I could say the N-word.
Yeah. They said that, white lady, so you would embarrass yourself because they hate you.
And I was thinking maybe they said it because they were like, we don't really want to fight with Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just going to let Karen be Karen.
You get an N-word pass. Here you go.
Yeah, and it is like, now you made yourself look like a fool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have to say about their apology? Or do you...
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't think I really listened to the whole thing. Because
it's really long.
It's long, and at some point...
And it's very defensive.
I was just yelling at them.
Yes.
And so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the point I got just like, you didn't understand the AIDS crisis and the history. I think that's when I just checked out. Because that is, speaking of core wound, big trigger.
Yeah.
That's a big trigger for me.
Okay.
So it's like, if you don't understand the history. It's just everything. Every understanding they have is so, like Lena's understanding of like culture. It's so surface level.
Yes.
It's just what serves you.
Yes.
That's all you care about. It's appropriative. It really is. It's appropriative because it's just like, I just want the nice things, but I don't want the deeper stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Do we have to finish this apology? Because I don't want to listen to these bitches anymore. Good. Yeah,
so
but I know Mackenzie, does she start threatening people? That's what I...
Yes!
Okay.
Let me get to that.
Let's get to that, because that's beyond the pale.
Her sense of humor is very clear, and it's not for everybody, and neither is mine, and neither is Mackenzie's, and that's just life, and that is fine. Like, you don't have to love every single thing about every single story, but I get where she was coming from.
I do not apologize for giving her a platform to share her story. All of it, period. Don't apologize.
We love her. We really love her.
I'm just gonna leave this here. Also, so I don't know if y'all have ever seen my clapback videos on a social media machine, but the last couple people who talked a bunch of smack about me that I looked up, turns out their skeletons were a lot worse than mine. So again, if you got something to say, go ahead and say it, because I will find the skeleton. So consider the source. So if you got something to say, just remember your skeletons are no better than anybody else's.
And to those of you who engaged in respectful debate and were very kind in the way that
we
you were sharing your
appreciate
concerns,
friendly
we
debate.
actually do really appreciate that. So there's
Thank you.
I love how, like, at the end, to close it out, she just becomes a racist. Not a racist, but like just a redneck tornado. You can hear it. You can hear it. It's like she's
on the social media machine where I make my clapback videos. And okay, it is implied. Maybe she's not saying it outright, but she's going to use her access to like whatever PI crap that she has to dig up your skeletons.
Yeah,
Nathan.
What
do you think she could dig up about us? Like, there's nothing to dig up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. Other people have tried, correct?
Yes.
And
it didn't work out because you're not a bad person.
No, I've never done anything. Honestly, I've thought about this. It's like, I'm such an open book.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot not talk about every terrible thing I've done. So it's out there. I've owned it. Go fuck yourself.
Bring it on, Mackenzie.
Yeah, I know, seriously. What do you got? Yeah. What about you?
I think the only thing you could find about me is that when I was very young in Catholic school, I took a boy's hat and I threw it behind the bleachers.
Oh,
and
okay.
He cried.
How did that feel?
Oh, I wanted to kill myself. I thought I was going to hell.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I had guilt about it for years. Oh, here's another thing I'll confess to. At the dawn of the internet. I've said some of this before, but here's another thing. When I would get spam emails to my AOL account, I would write them back every curse word I could think of. And I would say, I hope your mom fucks cows. And then someone reported it as harassment and then called my dad.
Oh, my God.
And I lied and I said, someone must have hacked my account.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
did he believe it?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Scot-free, girl.
I thought I was so bad.
Oh, yeah?
For doing that.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think just along these lines, I was thinking of this weirdly the other day. I remember once I was doing like a tour with a small group. It was like a children's theater tour. It was like one of my first jobs after college. And it was just like, it was this group of us. We were in like a van. We had to do all our own setup. We had like our set in the back of the van, and we would just drive to like school and theater to theater and do our little dog and pony show.
Yeah.
And there was this really, two of the boys ended up hooking up.
Oh, really? And how old were you?
God, 20, 21.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in school.
No, this is right after school.
Okay.
And but one of the guys was like, everybody hated him. He was just, he was the worst example of a gay personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He was constantly obnoxious. And for some reason, as we were getting on an elevator to go up to our hotel, we were all in the elevator together. And he starts talking about me like, and I didn't know this was a trigger for me, but he talks about me like being like he doesn't know me, like being a slut or anything. Mm-hmm. And I certainly at that point was not.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, for some reason, I had just had enough, and I could feel everybody else had also had enough. So I slapped him really hard in the back of the head in a elevator that was going up, and then nobody said a word.
Whoa.
I did not hear anything about it, and we were completely silent for the rest of the elevator ride.
Did you get in trouble later?
Nope.
Because everyone fucking hated him.
Everybody fucking hated him, and the woman in our cast who was like the liaison with the theater company we were working through, I don't even think she said anything about it.
Wow.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah.
Wow.
So
cool.
Anyway, that's literally the worst thing I've done, and I don't feel bad about it because he fucking deserved it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So good luck with that, Mackenzie.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
And yeah, that's it. We wanted to tear apart that podcast.
Yeah, and we certainly did. And you know what I just want to say to Mackenzie and Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
Get off the internet. Delete your account. You should not be doing this.
I kind of think Hannah's okay.
Okay.
I think I think the woman that runs this podcast, whose name escapes me.
I remember we talked about her before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's probably woke.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know how or why she thought it was a good idea to get Mackenzie on this podcast.
Well, because she's sassy and she's going to say things that are like untoward. But it's like, this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
This is what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting a social justice warrior who's going to like rail against the injustices of society.
No.
You're getting like
a MAGA Barbie.
Exactly.
Her name's Freedom Barbie.
Yeah.
Nothing has ever been more MAGA.
Uh-huh.
You know?
My God. Yeah.
I'm sure she's like pro-ICE.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, delete your account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's all we have to say to you.
All right.
Okay, come join us on the Patreon.
We got gossip.
And we're going to listen to another episode of Serial.
Yeah.
So
right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See y'all later.
Oh, and actually, this is going to come out after.
Yeah.
We're watching America's Next Top Model documentary on Monday.
Uh-huh. Monday the 16th.
So if I can make that a recordable thing that you can listen to later, go ahead and give me a comment and let me know if you'd like that. Because if you can't make it, maybe it can be something for you to enjoy later.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye. Everybody.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit, fake news, clickbait. Gotta sift through all of it. I share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense. It's time to break free.